I'm Jade Swarbrick from Tribe 2005, and this is my Cougar Challenge, and it is the 17th of October. So I have my participant Xavier here, so thank you for joining me.
That's all right. Hello, Jade.
So thank you for coming in for your session today, and I know you flagged you wanted to chat a bit about nutrition. So we'll just start off today talking a bit about the nutritional guidelines in line with the Australian government's recommendations. So as I've discussed, I'm not able to give you specific, diet plans or any, very particular nutritional, goals, but what I can do is guide you in line with the nutritional guidelines.
Okay.
So, a bit, have a bit more of this, a bit less of this, etc. But if you're after anything more specific as far as diet plans, we'll need to send you to a dietitian. So we'll see if we'll have a bit of a chat and do our dietary habits questionnaire, work on some strategies together, and then, we can see if we want to refer you off as well.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So I'll just start by running you through the guidelines, which you can see on the screen. So there's 5 guidelines. And I'll just really briefly run you through each, and we'll focus mostly on that 4th one around your food choices. So your first one's just around choosing nutritious food and drinks, which feels intuitive, but I think important to note around how important those micronutrients are and vitamins are to your diet. Guideline 2 is just around having a really wide variety of foods from each of your food groups during the day. So things like fruits, veggies, meats, dairy, which we'll get more into specifically as we go through your diet.
Okay.
Guideline 3 is the one that none of us really like, but it's about limiting sugary foods, salty foods, any discretionary choices, alcohol, all the fun stuff, but having that in moderation in your diet as well. Guideline 4, maybe not as applicable for you as a 24-year-old man, but it's around encouraging and supporting breastfeeding. So future partner, anything like that. Breastfeeding is best for babies. And then guideline 5 is just around preparing and storing food safely. We don't want food poisoning. So now we've gone through that. Let's just, get to know a bit more about you and what your diet looks like.
Yep.
So I'll just fill out this dietary habits questionnaire as we go for, my records, but also for you to see where you're falling in everything.
Yep.
So, name's Xavier, obviously. And what would you say your sort of goal is from like a fitness dietary perspective?
Probably to gain about 9 kilos of muscle.
Yep.
Around the 3-4 month period. Yeah.
Great. Awesome. That's a good goal. And do you have any dietary requirements, any limitations?
No.
Anything?
No.
You're easy?
No.
Cool. That's good. Great, and now we're just going to go through each of the food groups and just think about a typical day and the amount of serves that you would have. I can talk you through the serves as we go because some of them are not necessarily intuitive. So let's start with veggies, the fun one, my favourite. So how many serves do you think you would have a day given, if you think about sort of half a cup of veggies being a serve? Where would you think you'd fall around about that?
Around 5.
Great.
5 serves a day.
That's good. That's quite a lot. That's good. And what about fruit? Thinking that sort of a medium apple or banana or something would be one serve.
That's bad. Probably 0 to 1.
Yeah. Okay. We can work on that one.
Yeah.
And then from a breads and cereals perspective, which is an interesting one because say 1 slice of bread is a serve. So if you're doing a sandwich, it's 2, or sort of half a cup of pasta or rice.
Around 6.
Great. Awesome. And then how many serves of dairy? Again, thinking sort of 1 cup of milk, 2 slices of cheese. Which is funny that that's equivalent.
1 or 2.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Probably 2.
Yeah, awesome. And then how many serves of meat are you having? And thinking, it's kind of hard because it's in grams, but thinking about sort of 65 grams of meat, so kind of a small serving. How many do you think of those you have a day?
3.
Yep, great.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, fantastic. And then the fun one, or maybe not so much, your discretionary choices. How many of those do you think that you would be having a day, thinking that A serving's like, say, 2 scoops of ice cream, 1 donut, 25 grams of chocolate. Where do you think you'd fall in that?
Probably 2 a day.
Okay, so about that 14.
Yeah,
14
around
away.
14, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So now we can look at sort of where you're supposed to be falling for each of these categories. So for veggies, around about that sort of 6 serves, it looks like you're a little bit under. So we can chat about that one. Fruit, I think you kind of already flagged, you're a little bit under for that one.
Yeah.
Breads and cereals, you're pretty good. So yeah, that 6 mark is spot on the recommendation, which is great. Meat as well, sort of that 2 to 3 serves a day is pretty much where you should be. So that's good. And dairy, you're around about on par, maybe a little bit more for that one.
Okay.
So I guess what I want to do is chat about some strategies, but I want them to work for you. So I want to think about what you enjoy, what you can fit in your day, these kinds of things. Is there a point in your day you think you could maybe try to introduce some more vegetables, for example?
Yeah, probably replacing the veggies with like biscuits or snacks or something like that, rather than having the biscuits. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think.
And do you like things like, I don't know, carrot sticks or celery, or like, do you enjoy, what sort of vegetables do you enjoy for snacks?
Yeah, probably that. Yeah, I think that. And also probably, having breakfast regularly.
Yeah.
And maybe having something healthy for breakfast.
Yeah, that's
would
a great
help
one.
with the dairy, maybe.
Yeah. Do you like things like yogurt?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And that might be a good opportunity to introduce some fruit in your day as well. If there's some
Have
fruits
fruit
that
in
you
the
enjoy.
morning. Yeah.
Great. And then I guess thinking about your discretionary choices, and I know you've already touched on, say, replacing vegetables with biscuits, but yeah, do you think you'd be comfortable to kind of cut those down a little bit and maybe have some more kind of healthier options?
Introduce fruit, I think.
Yeah.
Instead of the unhealthy snacks, maybe replace that with fruit.
Yeah, great. Fantastic. Great, okay. Cool, so thank you so much. That's a really
That's all right.
simple
Good.
introduction. So just to recap, I guess, what we've been through. So yeah, I guess you're a little bit low on veggies and fruit, a little bit high on your discretionary choices as well, maybe a little bit under on dairy. So we've discussed replacing some of your discretionary choices like biscuits during the day with like snacks of veggies and carrots and celery and all these good things, having some yogurt and fruit for breakfast, and then just throughout the day having some more fruit instead of some unhealthy options.
Okay.
Does that feel good to you? Does that feel like a good start?
Yeah, that's manageable. Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. Cool. So are you pretty satisfied with this as a start, or would you like me to refer you to a dietitian?
No, I think that's a good start. Yeah.
Great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. So now we get into the fun stuff. So I think we will run through our 45-minute training session. I know you said you've got a muscle building goal. So I've written you out a program. So we'll just get set up and then we can kick off with that.
Okay.
Great.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
No worries.